The interaction I'm about to show you is a great example of a few really important principles in game. First one is engaging the friend of the girl you're into. This is actually two girls together, and I do such a good job of making the friend like me, winning her over, that she eventually and happily leaves me alone with her friend. So that's absolutely huge. Second thing is I do a really good job of being subtle and not doing too much in this interaction. There's a natural inclination when you learn how to pass shit tests, when you know a lot of gamey lines, when you have a comeback for something, to get kind of lost in clever land instead of like really focusing on what's really going on in the interaction and moving things forward. And a lot of times silence, non-reaction, a smirk is a better reaction or a better answer than being over the top, cocky or anything like that. Finally, interestingly, from an attitude perspective, this is the first set I do this particular night. So I walk in, I haven't talked to anybody, and I actually treated it as, let me just warm up, let me just talk to someone. There was no pressure on it. I wasn't thinking, let me try and take this girl home. And I think that contributes a lot. I find that for my personal success, when I go in thinking I want to take a girl home, I tend to do it very badly. When I go in thinking I'm going to have fun in this interaction and just like let the chips fall where they may, I tend to take a girl home very, very often. So the fact that this was the first interaction, but I had that philosophy, I think contributed, especially on the open and the early part of the set, to things going very, very well. Beyond that, there are obviously a lot of other lessons which I'll point out, which are standard in any kind of set which you're going to be meeting a girl and taking her home very quickly. So with that said, let's crack into it and see the specifics.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. You guys are like super friendly. I love it.
You are too.
For me, I'm
What's going on tonight?
I don't know, I just got back from Europe, so I'm super happy to be talking to American people again.
Oh.
Okay, so this opened relatively well, you would say, but there's one really interesting thing, which is when she immediately reacted to me, I could have framed it in many different ways. If a girl looks surprised or has a big reaction, you could be like, oh, I'm sorry I startled you, or oh, I'm sorry I surprised you, or why are you looking at me funny, or something like that. Instead, I said, you seem so friendly. What I'm doing very, very often, it's almost unconscious at this point, but what I'm doing very often is whenever there's something ambiguous, I'm always phrasing it and framing it as positive, right? So I'm constantly, instead of starting with the frame that things are negative and having to work out of it, I'm starting with the frame that things are positive, which if she accepts it, that means we're having a positive interaction. If she doesn't accept it, then she's the negative one. She has to give shit tests to get there. But you may as well assume a good frame rather than a bad frame. And so many guys I see do the opposite.
Where were you?
What?
Where were you?
Amsterdam and London.
Oh, nice. What were you doing there?
Work. And play.
How'd it go? What did you say?
I said work and play.
Oh, good.
Work that pays for play, so to speak. I don't want to talk about me though. I want to talk about you guys and how.
I just got back from a trip too, but not as exotic, like an hour ago, so we just met up.
Really?
California, it's not so exotic.
I'm going there tomorrow.
Oh. Lovely.
Look at that.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Los Angeles.
That's where I came from.
You didn't wait for me? So this is a great example right here. This girl is very chatty. She's very willing to talk a lot, willing to even qualify herself very early on, but she's also going to talk a lot, right? And so that's a good thing. It's a good thing she's reactive. It's a good thing she's carrying the conversation, but you have to be very careful with a girl like this that it not become a distraction from the interaction going where you need it to, right? So if it becomes too much of a chatty conversation, you're gonna lose that man-to-woman vibe. So what you're gonna see me do throughout this interaction is let her talk, but then when she's talked too much, when it's starting to when the tension's starting to be too little, you'll notice that I bring it back around and put the tension back in, okay? So here she's talking, and then I bring it back onto a more gamey, more man-to-woman topic.
I should have. You didn't get my message?
I'm sorry, we're not gonna get along. This is just we're having communication issues in our relationship.
So early. I tried, but you sent me an email, and I'm sorry, I texted you, and I think it all just didn't work a bit. Yeah.
And here, she's going with my joke. She's following my frame, and I could continue the banter, but I've already won, right? I started this frame, she jumped on it. If I continue it, there's nothing more to do there. There's nothing more to win. So the best solution, be silent, be happy, let her continue to, continue to talk, continue to qualify herself, continue to dig that social hole sort of a little bit deeper. Again, you're already in a winning position, no need to overdo it.
It's okay though. How was Amsterdam and London? You like, you don't like, you mean, you haven't been?
It was good. I like the change of subject. I was about to give you more hard time, but I guess I can't anymore. You're being too friendly. The problem is like she's so sweet, it's hard to hate her. I wanna hate this girl. I wanna like.
Wanting her.
I do want to hate her.
Why?
And this actually is huge. Okay, this pattern of what I just did, which is sort of disqualify, push away, tease, and then when she seeks validation, very willingly give it. Right? So what I do is in this moment where she wants my approval, wants my attention, I give it to her, but I give it along with physical escalation. So that when I'm escalating physically, she's responding, like the physical escalation, instead of making her uncomfortable, it's making her more comfortable, right? Because my disapproval or lack of attention was making her uncomfortable. My attention is making her comfortable to a greater degree than the physicality is making her uncomfortable. So she's starting to associate physicality with good things. This is a great, great, great pattern. It's so useful if you can create it. Because I'm very shy, and I feel like she'll be trouble for me.
Oh yeah, woo!
And so if
Sweet baby.
if we like each other too much, then I might get in over my head too quickly.
Be with you. You know what? As I was staying in a small town, so I felt like part of the community really fast. I was like, this is the coffee guy knew my name. I was like, this is great.
Fair enough. So the coffee guy had the advantage over me because I don't know your name yet. Thank you. I tried. I don't know your name either.
What's your name?
My name is Todd.
It's what?
My name is Todd. T-O-D-D. Todd, yes. Nice to meet you.
I don't have a name.
Cool. Just knowing I have to go now. Okay, right there. Girl gives a shit test, right? A lot of guys are like, oh, why aren't you giving me my name? They get very reactive. They get very caught up. What do I do? I was like, cool, whatever. Don't care. I know I have value. I know that she's better off with me there. I know that I'm more fun than whatever else she's going to do. So if she wants to recognize that, cool. If she doesn't, fine. Also, she already has recognized it multiple times, so I already know she likes me. I don't have to keep proving it, right? The more you're trying to do in game, the more it's going to lower your value. The ideal game is very much not try hard. So once you know she likes you, once you know she'll invest, relax, chill out, get quiet, take a step back, and let her invest. Don't keep talking over it. If you keep talking over her ability to invest, then you're going to be the one trying hard in the set. The ideal set should look like her chasing you, not the other way around. Pleasure to meet you.
So are you staying here? Are you visiting? Do you have a home?
I am what I like to call executive homeless.
That's
Which
I'm
means-
kind of executive homeless.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm going to start using that. I hope you don't mind.
I want it to become popular parlance so people don't like shun me for saying it, so it's okay.
Can you tie with them in a knot?
I have the requisite tongue flexibility, but I haven't practiced. So what you're gonna see here is me actually talking to the friend. The girl I've been flirting with has turned around, is getting a drink, but she's not going anywhere. She's seated there, her friend's still there, she's not going anywhere. A lot of guys here would be very like trying to get her attention back, like, why isn't she paying attention? Be very reactive. Understand that in this set, two girls, the friend is actually maybe more important to the success of the set than the girl I'm talking to is. So instead of looking at this as like I'm being ignored, I look at this as an opportunity to win the friend over. Now, when you're talking to the friend or friends, you want to be cool. You want to even be like fun, funny. You can even be very lightly flirtatious, but you don't want to go overboard with flirtation. What you especially don't want to do is you don't want to give strong indicators of interest, because that just muddles things. That just makes you look like a player, or like you just go with anything, that kind of stuff. But you do want to be very friendly, very positive, witty, charming, fun. That's all good. Ideally, the perception you'd like the friend to have of you is that you're a super high value guy that is also like a total polite gentleman that wouldn't make moves. What?
That's hilarious. I feel like so my tongue can do it. Like, don't doubt it. I'm not gonna do it. Good. Where are you going in Chicago?
Don't know. I'm staying with two of my best friends ever up there, and one of them lives there, so wherever he goes, I will go.
So you're just going for fun?
No, I'm giving a speech, and then fun the rest of the time. That's pretty much what I do, is like fly to a city, give a speech, deal with clients for a little bit, and then fun. And then next city, next speech, next client, fun.
You're downtown Chicago?
I actually don't know. I know the speech will be in downtown, and like the clients people, if they can overcome their shyness, because they're more considered in what they do, and they're more able to like relate to the audience and empathy.
I think Anne would agree with you.
What?
That natural introverts such as ourselves.
This is going to make the morning meeting go so much better.
Are you gonna make me one when we get up?
Yes, I am.
Do you guys live together?
What?
Do you guys live together?
No, I dropped my stuff off at her place, so I'm just going to stay with her.
So this is important. It's not a big moment in the interaction, but it is important that it occur. I find out how they know each other, what the relationship is, and I find out the logistics. These are all critical things. In any situation where the girl likes you and there's a possibility of it going somewhere, you want to find this stuff out earlier rather than later so you can plan out what are the various ways that I could take her home? What are the different paths that this interaction could go down? And you can be prepared for them. If you don't know in advance what you're dealing with, you're going to be fumbling around at the last minute.
So I can't do anything. Really? I have this thing about it.
Really?
Okay, so this is similar, all right? Ready?
Yeah.
For you, right or left side of the bed?
Right.
It's not going to work. I'm going to like you too much. Okay, so this I really like. First of all, right or left side of the bed is a cute little, like an entente, right? It's sexual. It's actually quite sexual, but it's subtle enough because I'm not talking about body parts. I'm not talking about actual sex. I'm talking about snuggling and being in bed and whatnot. And it's also guised in like it's under the auspices of like a personality test. It's not like a direct about sex. It's about like, oh, what's your personality? So that's good in that regard. The thing I really like about this is my reaction, right? She gives an answer and then I'm immediately like dismissive, but then I give it back. I'm like, yeah, I was hoping you'd give the answer that would make me hate you, right? So that's an inherent push-pull. What I want you to understand is that push-pulls verbally are very try-hard. They're good, but they're very try-hard. If you can push-pull non-verbally, push-pull with your reactions, push-pull with something that seems unconscious, that's so much better.
If you want to ask us stuff, I find you more interesting to listen to, but if you have other things you want to discuss, you need to do it.
Life story in a nutshell.
But will you tell me his life story when I get
I'm
back?
going to try to, I will probably won't remember.
I'll give her the cliff notes and she'll give you the cliff notes of the cliff notes. It'll be like,
When I get back,
you get like the 10-word version
when I
of my
get back,
life
I'll
story.
ask her, and then we'll see if she was listening.
That's good, actually. You better pay attention.
Oh, wow.
I hope you were good at book reports as a kid.
No, we're going to just think of a whole new question.
Really? Okay, so now I finally have her alone. Okay, now I've said up to this point, I need to give the friend a certain perception. She needs to think I'm cool, high value, but also on a certain level, non-threatening. Okay? Now, the girl that I'm actually attracted to and who I want attracted to me, she needs to have a different perception. She needs to perceive me as dangerous, mysterious, that sort of thing, very sexual, all those characteristics that are actually a violation of what I want the friend to think. So now that I have her one-on-one, I can ramp that up significantly. So throughout this interaction so far, she's been talking a lot, carrying the conversation, but it's been very chatty. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to like create sexual tension, silence her, get closer, and then that's going to be the catalyst for actually some pretty serious physical escalation. Like I usually don't like strangers.
I'm a stranger. I just really felt like we got close.
I was like genuinely really had a big presentation I had to do the next day, and I had a lot of work to do on it that night.
What does this say?
What does this say?
Yeah, oh, I thought it said something on it.
It says nothing. It's just
I don't kiss strangers.
what?
Don't kiss strangers.
I guess we're not strangers anymore then.
Yes, not.
You know, I remember Tiff, I remember video about
Yes, not. Okay.
Okay, so that's huge. Obviously, the entire interaction has changed now, right? Changed for the better. A couple things about how I did that, and then about where this interaction, where kissing fits within the overall interaction. So how did I do it? What did I do? Well, she's very chatty. So what I did is I got quiet, faced up, squared up my body to her, made eye contact, and then I just like created sexual tension and silence, shushing her, right? And so she tried to relieve the tension through talking. That didn't work. And then she tried to relieve it through like fidgeting with my necklace. And at that point, I realized, she was feeling the sexual tension quite heavily. We had a moment, so I went ahead and kissed her. Now, what happened after the kiss is very good as well. She said, "I don't kiss strangers." So I framed it. I said, "I guess we're not strangers then, are we?" And she agreed. So now this kiss, instead of it being this like brazen, bold escalation that I did, what it was an acknowledgement by both of us that we like each other, right? Every physical action has a message, right? Hand holding has one message with a total stranger, has another message with a girlfriend of 6 months. Kissing sometimes has one message of being very sexual, has another message of being almost like clownish even, or like forceful, or like you did it to the girl. Other times it can be this very mutual shared thing where you agree that you like each other. And that's in the nature of the lead up to the kiss, the nature of the kiss itself, and then in the nature of what happens directly afterwards. But this is exactly the vibe I want. I want that vibe that we're together. I want that in her head. I also want that to start being clear to her friend when she gets back. So this is the ideal framing that I want for when the friend returns.
So I really like you, but I don't know if we're gonna get along because I always feel good about myself. So I want you to feel wanted.
Oh, yeah. I do need to.
That said, you are smart and sexy and have a good sense of humor. So maybe we'll just have to enjoy each other.
Okay.
My pleasure.
So here, now that we have kissed, now that we have that level of intimacy, I want to keep going back to it, but not in a try-hard way. So I don't want to keep like jamming my tongue down her throat because that's very try-hard. What I'm doing here is I'm leaning in and being more intimate, whispering in her ear, breathing on her neck a little bit. But it's within the scope of doing push-pulls, doing things that give emotional spikes. So it's not completely like positive, I love you, happy, joy. It has some negative polarity as well. So there's a mix. But once you've broached a certain level of intimacy, you should be very comfortable going back to almost that level of intimacy again and again. And that way she gets used to being very, very intimate with you.
Oh, wow. That was good, actually. Of all the things you could have taken from what I just said, that was really good.
That's really funny. Did you say that?
Kind of.
So now the friend's back. And now I have another opportunity to totally win the friend over. The girl I was talking to, the girl I made out with, she clearly likes me. So the biggest thing that's going to make a difference in whether this goes well or not is if I win over the friend. So again, what am I conveying to the friends? Super cool guy, friendly, would be a good choice for her friend, but also like safe and won't make too many moves.
She said I really like to make people. I like to help people. I like to make people feel good about themselves. And I said, well, the problem is I always feel good about myself, so I want you to feel wanted, you know. But then that said, you're really cute and fun, and you have a good sense of humor, so I think we'll enjoy each other. But since I said that I want you to feel wanted, and I don't, she's like, he doesn't like that I like helping people.
That's really funny.
Particularly girls say no to that. I think, well, the reason they all say is they don't want to see their friends get old, they don't want to see their friends die, that sort of thing. But I mean, you could always assume everybody could.
So here what I'm doing is I'm just having interesting conversation. It's completely non-sexual, but it's interesting. I'm talking about the things I really want to talk about. I'm sharing unique information that I know when I've talked about it with other people before, they've enjoyed it. So I'm just trying to be very interesting, very friendly, very fun, very upbeat. That's my whole vibe.
Also, hi, welcome back home.
Say welcome back home.
Huh? I said welcome back, come, as in come join.
I thought you said welcome back home. That's what I said. I was like, oh, I know, I thought that was so sweet. That is what you said, I'm sure.
Yes, we are all so good together, you know.
Yeah.
And so now you see the friend is actually putting even better words in my mouth to try and make me look even better. She likes me, she's won over, she thinks I'd be a good choice for her friend. So now I have her on my side. And so now, you know, things look really, really good.
Yeah? Will you scratch me in now? Like,
Yeah. Call me when you're on your way.
Okay.
So, I just have to... What?
Yes,
I know, that's okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Honestly, come here. You should hug her, but I have to hug you too.
You are too. I'm so happy to have met you. So, you guys have a fun... Just call me though, so that my phone rings. Yeah. Because the buzzer is like okay. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
She's not the best.
And that's what you want from the friend. I have the friends, not only her permission, but her blessing and endorsement and compliments. That's what you want. How much easier does that make things, right? As opposed to having the friend butting heads against you. fighting with you over things, etc. Right? That's truly handling the friend well.
Stuff go, and then we're out, and then I was like,
Just shush. Sorry, I had to do something to make you be quiet.
wow.
Now, personal critique of myself. What you're going to see from here on out, it's clipped out. A lot of the escalation in kissing is clipped out. I want you to know that I would not necessarily be kissing this much, or this is spread out over time. It's not like I'm kissing. So don't get that impression. I'm showing these high point moments, but a lot of the interaction is actually normal conversation, a lot of get to know you, a lot of like just slowing down and with some patience, just building comfort. Okay, so understand that it's not kiss. That's not how it should be. At any point, if you can get away with like 100% in terms of physical escalation, this is like everything you can get away with. I think you should keep it at like about the 70 to 80 range most of the time. Don't be pushing the envelope constantly.
Hanging out.
We'll just go enjoy the city and enjoy each other.
So, like, how many people do you meet that you invite on trips? I would love to know that.
You really want to go there?
I really do. Do you like to talk to that are not work related?
So what you're gonna see here is basically a combination of me seating the pole and then what we call comfort shit tests. And this is interesting because girls early on in the interaction will shit test you for value. They'll check to see if you're a high value enough guy. This girl is convinced, right? She's liked me for quite some time now, and it's been an extended interaction. Her friend liked me and gave the endorsement and like left her with me with like, you know, full approval. So I'm very high value in this moment. So now she's wondering, why am I with her? How many girls do I talk to? Why don't I go like pick up a 23-year-old supermodel? She actually says that. So what I have to do now is I have to convince her I'm genuine. But the point is, I can't be like, in the same way that you can't get emotionally reactive to a value shit test, you still can't get emotionally reactive to a comfort shit test. So you have to convince her you're genuine without backtracking, without being emotionally reactive, without hemming and hawing, that kind of stuff. So you have to maintain your value even as you build that comfort.
I'm seriously not that interested. It's like supermodels hanging out.
Yeah, so
like, I'm like, you should go and find yourself like 23-year-old stuff. You're very handsome.
Well, I appreciate that, first of all, and thank you.
Yeah, my
And
pleasure.
I'm glad you like me and find me handsome and attractive. It's very sweet. And maybe I'll look around for a 23-year-old supermodel later, but for now, I'm enjoying you, so I think I'll continue enjoying you at the moment.
Oh, okay. I'll be in the moment.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a quick hint with me, okay? This is a quick hint for me.
Yeah.
Don't be insecure.
Oh, yeah.
Insecure doesn't.
I'm not insecure.
much.
I haven't told you so this always popped up, you know.
Yeah. And in that game, it's really cool because 15.
Would be something along the lines of confident. So confident would be like the way that I kissed you. Arrogant would be if I was like, I want to fuck you in the bathroom right now. That would be arrogant.
That would be arrogant.
Because if I did want to do that, I would want to do it properly and give you foreplay and, you know.
Wow.
So what you just saw there is a technique that used to be called quotes. But basically what the idea of quotes is you're saying something very inappropriate, but you're saying it though as though someone else said it or as though it's a hypothetical. So it allows you to get away with a lot of things you wouldn't be able to get away with otherwise. So I just said to this girl, I want to fuck you in the bathroom, right? But I said it within the guise of, you know, if I was confident, I would have said what I just said. If I was cocky or arrogant, I would maybe say, I want to fuck you in the bathroom, right? So I'm bringing up the topic. I'm being naughty, inappropriate, those kind of things, but I'm doing it in a way that she can't actually object to because I said, oh, I didn't say it, or someone else said it. So it introduces a concept to the conversation in a safe way.
Flip them over, do all the screens and say yes. Some guys say like
The way you did that, I just wanted to wipe the smile off your face. because it was such a sarcastic, cheeky little smile. But I felt like the best way to wipe it off your face was to make it bigger.
Actually, there was one there though who was like, she was rich.
I want to go on an adventure with you.
And we just did this.
Super fun.
Look at those tits. I met her on Tinder, right? So I haven't actually Tinder.
I meant that we should do something interesting and fun together
That was my girlfriend.
that you'll enjoy. And if at any point you don't enjoy it, you don't have to continue doing it. But as long as you enjoy it, you should keep doing it. And I was not necessarily implying what you think I was implying by the look that you just gave me. I'm too shy and innocent to imply what you think that I think that you think I was implying.
I did think you told me, to be honest, since I already forgot Colorado.
You're interesting in terms of that, by the way.
Okay, so there you notice I'm seeding the idea of us going somewhere, and it's coming up repeatedly. It's not like I just try one time and drop it. I try lightly, and I drop it for a little bit, and I try lightly again, and I drop it for a bit. It's subtle. It's not like thrown in her face. It's not a forceful frame, but it is continual, right? So it's this just sort of soft, gradual seeding and pushing it towards the close. Not forceful. If she's not receptive, back off. She'll have some more conversation, try again. Once she is receptive, then I'll go with it. But don't think of pulling as something you do one time. Don't think that you're just gonna have a good interaction at the end and be like, okay, let's go. You may have to try several times. It's important that you try in such a way that if she says no or if she starts to reject it, you haven't lost the opportunity later, because it may be the second, third, fourth, even 10th time that she eventually says yes.
I'm selective.
You're selective?
Selective.
About what? Wait, you don't want to kiss me?
My name.
I don't want to be number 16. I'll be number 1. So, I'll take you for that drink. Let's go somewhere nearby, but a little bit quiet. So there are not people bumping into you.
You have an early flight. You need to go get ready.
I'm staying up all night, regardless.
Whoa.
No, whether I work or whether I hang out with you, I'm staying up all night. I'm really good at sleeping on flights. It's a talent. So, as long as I'm staying up, I would love your company. But if you want to leave, I'm still staying up, so I'm not worried about me.
I'm not worried. I am definitely not worried about you. I think no matter where you are, whatever you're doing, wherever you're with.
I'm taking for it. So notice again, I'm persistent, but it's no big deal. That's the frame you want, right? I would love for you to hang out with me. If you don't, I'll live. I'd love for you to hang out with me. If at any point you're bored, you can go, right? So again, constant, persistent. I clearly like her, or at least I clearly enjoy her and would like to continue it. But at the same point, it's not a big deal. I'm not super invested. I won't be completely hurt if she says no, and it won't be like devastating for me. Down the street where there's less people bumping into us. That is all.
Where were you thinking?
I don't know the name of the place actually. It's over near the Gansburg. It's a little quieter.
Okay.
Yeah?
I'll come in for one drink, and you can go and play.
And I can go and play? Done.
Okay.
Done. How shall I help you gather yourself?
I'm like, seriously, I always have 50 layers.
50 layers?
You don't want to hang out with me. It's like in trouble.
You like an onion?
It's like an onion.
Is this yours too? Really? I knocked that off the chair earlier. I thought it was yours. I went all this effort to pick it up. If I knew it was a strange, I would have left it on the floor. I only picked it up because I liked you. Come on. Okay, two quick things to note. Last time that I asked her to go with me, I said, we're gonna go somewhere. I don't remember the exact words, but what I did is I left silence afterwards,
right? I didn't just keep talking over it. I left it as a moment of silence. There's this phrase in sales that says when you ask for the order, whoever talks next loses, right? You shouldn't consider making a sale or taking a girl home as her losing. But the fact of the matter is, if you leave silence and you keep talking, or if you keep talking instead of leaving silence, you're not going to get a good response because you're not actually putting her in a situation where she has to make a decision, okay? You need to ask the question and then leave silence, at least long enough for her to feel a little awkwardness and the need to fill it. So that's what happened here, and she goes, sure, right? And then from there, very casual, very calm. It's already assumed, but I am leading.
Life is good. I'm good. I love my life. What can I say?
Oh, good.
Okay, let me get my bearings. This one.
So there you have it. Walk into the bar, first approach, do it right, walk out of the bar with that girl. Kind of a good night. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot.